Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rachel from the Behavior Check-In. So today I'm going to take you along and just show you some of the things I picked up around town as I've been shopping and preparing for back to school, and just some of the cool things I'm getting ready to start our new but very different school year. But before we get into that, I want to do my teacher shout outs. This week's teacher shout out goes to Kirsten from Forever in High School. She is a YouTuber and she's on Instagram and she teaches out of Hawaii. I would love for you to go over and check out her channel. I will link it below, and I will also link her Instagram below for you to go check her out. Thank you once again so much, Kirsten, for your thoughtful comments here on my YouTube, and also for your thoughtful comments on my Instagram. Also, if you would like to be featured in next week's teacher shout out, make sure that you leave a thoughtful comment on this video, and you also comment over on my Instagram, and you'll be qualified to be chosen for my next video. I really appreciate all your guys' support. As a new YouTuber, it means so much to get your feedback and hear from you, and I just love connecting with you. It just makes me so happy. So thank you once again. Now, let's get started. I'm not really buying a lot of decor. I'm buying more things that can be used in my classroom that will really enhance learning and prepare us for the new kind of school year that we're going to have this year. So I'm just gonna take you along, show you what I pick up. Like I always say, I don't usually do one big shopping trip. This is just little things I pick up along the way, and then when I feel like I've collected enough to share, then I go ahead and do a video. So I'm going to show you what I got today. The first thing is I went ahead and got this paper. This is just the Fadeless Parcon paper, and it's kind of got like the white shiplap. I got that from Michael's for $9.99. So I'm going to use that on my board this year. I'm kind of going for like a really calm vibe. That's usually always my theme, but I'm just changing it up. Last year we did Burke. This year we'll do shiplap. We'll just make it fun. I really debated between that and doing the underwater ocean scene. I still don't know. I may end up going back and taking that back and getting the underwater ocean. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Shiplap or ocean? Let me know in the comments, because I liked both and I was really torn. I felt like the ocean would be really calming, but I felt like it was kind of busy. So I really didn't know what to do. I didn't want to be babyish either. That's a big issue. They don't like that when they feel like something is babyish. So, one thing that I picked up along the way is I went to Walmart and I saw this, and it was like a social skills book. And I just loved it because it's by Tony Dungy. And for all you who don't know, I may live in Indiana, but let's rephrase that. I may live in Mississippi, but I am an Indiana girl. So gotta love some Tony Dungy. He used to be the Colts for, He used to be the coach for the Colts back when they won the Super Bowl. So he's pretty awesome. And it just talks about like playing fair and being a good winner. And like, here's the back. It says, Austin loves playing flag football for the Trentwood Tigers, but his team has lost 6 games in a row. Austin's teammate knows a trick that will help him win, but it's against the rules. Coach Tony and Coach Lauren say the most important thing about football isn't winning, it's playing fair. At the Tigers' next game, will Austin choose to cheat, or will he stand up for what's right? So I just thought it's a good little character book, and I think they'll like that. So just excited. And for $4.97, hey, can't complain. Just one more thing to read aloud for social skills and talk about. Another thing I got is probably not so super exciting. I picked up the disposable face masks. My school is providing PPE for us, but I have to get myself and my kids out the door, and I just wanted to keep these in the back of my car because in case I needed them. Honestly, it's not necessarily a school thing, it's a in case I forget thing, because I need to have a mask at all times so I can be safe and not make people sick. So I got extra. These are 25. These were expensive, y'all, $17. So these are only going to be used in case of emergencies. I don't want to get all the way to the doctor's office and realize I can't get in because I left my mask at home, which I totally did last week. Not fun. So I did get some books I was kind of excited about, and I love sharing those. So I went to Books A Million, and I hadn't seen these before, but they're the I Survived graphic novels. And as I've told you before, I love graphic novels because they're just so great for reluctant readers and students who have a hard time comprehending, because they have the picture clues and they love these. And I got these from my students. I have several students who are really below grade level but are upper elementary. And I wanted to have something that they could read in class and not be embarrassed about, that they would feel comfortable. Because even if they can't read all the words, they can still look at the pictures and kind of decipher what the words mean. And I thought that would be really awesome. So I got that one, which I know they all love, the shark one. And then I got this one because I have one little buddy who loves the Titanic, and I thought just about him when I got this one. I Survived the Titanic. So both awesome graphic novels that I got. I also picked up this graphic novel, New Kid. I'd heard a lot about it. When I got it, my son actually read the whole thing. My son, who's going into 6th grade, and thought it was amazing. So I'm really excited to have more books that have main characters of color and represent boys, because I think that's so important that they feel represented in the books that are in my classroom. Also, I think girls might enjoy this too. You know, just talks about social situations and that sort of thing. So just another great book. And then, of course, tried and true Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I collect them as I see them because the kids love them. And if they love them, they will read them. And that is what I want them to do. I want them to read, and fall in love with reading, because that is just how you become a reader for life. And then I picked up, of course, some of these little readers to practice with some of my students in class. We love lizards. I have a couple students who are just animal lovers. And then glowing animals. I thought this would pique their interest because it piqued mine. I'm like, animals that glow. I want to find out about that. And then, of course, sharks. And who would win, killer whale or great white shark? I have a student that is going to hands down love this book. So I'm really excited to put this in my classroom and hear all the buzz about it. Okay, so the next thing that I picked up is I'm starting to make individualized kits for my students. They can't share materials, but in Gen Ed, you know, they're all going to be buying supplies for school, and they'll have their supplies in Gen Ed. But when they come to my class for instructional support, they're going to have to use supplies in there too. So I wanted to have something set up for them. Now, I'm really glad the containers I went to buy on my own, but I only bought one just to kind of play with it and see how it worked, how I wanted to set it up. But I'm glad I didn't buy a whole bunch of crayons and all that stuff, because I just found out today from my principal that our school is going to be funding those for special education. I love my district, not gonna lie, best ever. So I don't have to worry about putting all the supplies in myself. Those are gonna be distributed to us. So, but just to kind of show, and I will show you how I put together, I got these little plastic boxes, and I'm going to go ahead and make a label for it, probably just some PowerPoints, and go ahead and add that in there so that, you know, the kids have their own individual box. And I'm probably going to do gray and blue because that's pretty much how everything is in my classroom. It's gray and blue. So just to go in, and I picked up some supplies, some scissors, erasers. You can never get enough of these. This kid might get half this pack because I don't know, but y'all, my kids, I don't know what they do with erasers. I got the Crayola crayons because they're the only crayons in my opinion. And then I went ahead and got these like little soap containers for $1. And they will fit the crayons in there, and that way it's just one more thing that I can label and match up so that the kids can keep track of their personal items. Just to add into, this was $1 as well. These were all from Walmart. I'm not doing a very good job of explaining things in my haul today, sorry. And then just highlighters for them as well. I was planning on taking a Sharpie and just labeling them with the student's name so we can differentiate. I have too many students, color coding is not gonna work, so I'm just gonna have to go in and label it with a Sharpie. Same with glue sticks, just so they aren't touching everything. I also got some Ticonderoga pencils. I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, I'm mad, I thought I grabbed the pre-sharpened. Not cool. That's a bummer. I'll have to go back and get the pre-sharpened ones because those are the ones I like. But I'm gonna do the same thing. I think I might just put washi tape or something around them and then label them with the student's name so that they aren't used by other kids. Same with expo markers, get them expo markers to keep, maybe washi tape or masking tape around it and put their name on it so that they know it's each theirs. And each kid's gonna get their own pencil sharpener just because I don't want them constantly using the other one. I mean, it's not, you don't really touch the pencil sharpener, but it's, let's be real, it's annoying. That's just my personal opinion. We'll see how long this works. I may get annoyed with the shavings, but I'm gonna try. And then of course, I bought these earlier in the summer. I think you saw them in my last haul video, but I'm gonna also put a fidget based on like what the student likes sensory-wise inside their bucket as well so that they have access to their own fidgets. Go ahead and just write their name on it so it's visible and we don't have to worry about sharing and contamination. So while I was at Michael's today getting bulletin board stuff, I also got this really pretty paper and I'm going to make with my Cricut, and I'll probably show you in one of my other videos because I'm going to be prepping. I'm going to make a breathe sign that's going to go up on my wall with this and just put it just to remind the kids. I just think it's pretty. I don't know how much decor I'm going to be able to have in my classroom. I think I'm going to have to probably move a lot of stuff out just to keep everything sanitary. So but I can keep some stuff on the walls. So I'm going to try to make my walls like calming and peaceful and useful, not just things I think are pretty, things that I think will be helpful to the kids. So I thought breathe, put in this over by my calming area, it would be something that would be great because it'd be just a reminder of maybe what we need to do when we're feeling a little frustrated is breathe. Now they did say they were going to try to let me keep my calming area. I just had to be careful how I rotated students in and out of it, or if I just wanted to designate certain areas for students. I'm still waiting on that information, so I don't know yet. But if your district gave you guidelines on how to do that, I'd love to hear what you guys are planning to do because I think that'd be really helpful. Last, but certainly not least, I about died and went to heaven. I was at Sam's Club and I found all of these Clorox wipes. They're like gold right now. I can't find them anywhere. So when I saw these, I picked them up. I know I'm gonna get stuff to sanitize through the school and we're gonna have a person sanitizing throughout the school, but I'm keeping these because I know there's gonna be other things that are gonna get sanitized. I know people are gonna lose their pencils and I'm gonna have to give them another pencil and probably wipe it down or something. So I wanted to keep these and just have enough because I don't get them through the parents. They give those to the gen ed teachers and the gen ed teachers are gonna need everything this year. Usually they share with me, but I just have a feeling they're gonna be using all their supplies. So I needed my own stock. Goodness, I totally forgot. The last thing I wanted to tell you about is I picked up a weighted blanket. Now, I don't think I can use it for my classroom, but I got it just to kind of find out what all the fuss was about. Like, I know I've had a lot of students who really like deep pressure. So I picked it up at Walmart. It was $23, I believe. And I absolutely love it. I mean, I've tried it for myself. Now I got the 12-pound one, which might be too heavy for some kids. For upper elementary, I think it's about right. My daughter loved it. She likes deep pressure, so it was really enjoyable for her. And then I've been putting it on top of my blankets at night, and it really does calm you down. So I recommend that. Like, it really was a calming thing. So I really liked that, that blanket. Also, stay tuned because I am working on some stuff on TPT. I'm working on a data binder and I should have that up in like 2 days on my TPT store. So look for it on Friday. It should be up on Friday on TPT. And, you know, of course, let me know if there's anything you'd like to see. I'm going to have my IEP goals, my behavior sheets, my cover page for it, my IEP at a glance sheet in there. All those things that I think are really nice to have inside a data binder. I make my own graphs on Google, so that's not necessary to have a graph making sheet. If you'd like to see how I use Google Forms to take behavior data, you can see it up here. I'll link it up here for you. It'll also be linked below and you can watch that video. And I just use that for my graphs. But I do like to write things down as I do them, and then I later pop them into Google on my phone. It's just, for me, it's easier just to go in and do that after all the kids have left. But while I'm with them, I can write it down real fast just so I know. And I have it in 2 places because although I love technology, I don't fully trust technology all the time. It has burned me. So I try to be really careful. And then I wanted to show you. So I got this shirt right here. Teaching is my happy place. And I got this actually from Wright Stuffchicks, and I love this shirt. And I got the other one, and I'll have to show you in a minute because I actually think it's in the dryer because I obviously couldn't wait. I just had to go get them and wear them, but I wanted to show you in the video because it's so super cute. So hold on. So I wanted to show you, I went and grabbed this one. It kind of is wrinkly because I washed it and came out of the dryer, but I got this one from Wright Stuffchicks too. And I can go ahead and link that in the bottom as well where I got it from. But love first, teach second. So super cute. And these are so soft and comfortable. I just absolutely love these shirts. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a softer, more comfortable t-shirt. So like I said, I will link that below in the bottom. Absolutely love these shirts. All right, so I wanted to show you, I went ahead and put together my kit. And I wanted to show you that everything fits perfectly in there. So I'm really happy because this is gonna work great, I think, for the kids this year, having the individual packs. And they can just come over and I'll have it in a spot. I'll have to find a place in my classroom. I haven't quite decided. You'll see that when I do my classroom tour in a few weeks, but where they can kit them and then they can go pick them up. So as you can see, we have all of it, crayons, our fidget, scissors, eraser, highlighter, all of it. It's all in there. So I think it'll be really helpful this year to keeping the kids safe. And I'll show you more once I get the label made on Instagram, and I'll put it on Instagram. And if you're interested in it, I'll put it in my TPT store. It'll probably be just a little freebie if you guys are interested. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this haul. I look forward to speaking with you in the next one. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. And always, I would love to hear from you. Leave comments below. You can also connect with me on Instagram and we can talk more. I just love being part of this community and getting to know my followers better. So please go ahead, do those things. All right, I'll see you around.